Ondas is a company not many people heard of. The stock has been in consolidation for some time, but do we know which way it will break out? That depends on who is holding the supply, doesn't it? Before investing in Ondas, make sure you watch this video first. Most retail investors study charts and indicators, and that's a great strategy. But we take a different approach here. We're going to analyze Ondas through the lens of institutional investors by zooming in on where the smart money is and who is control of the supply. See, on Wall Street, smart money calls it feeding the chickens. That's when institutional investors accumulate stock early, then distributes it back to retail investors for profit, leaving them holding the bag. From what I see, institutional investors are accumulating this stock, and hopefully you are not a chicken waiting to be fed. Stay with us for the full video as we uncover whether Ondas is a bargain worth buying today or wait it out for a better deal. Be sure to tell us where you stand with this stock in the comments below. It is important to note this video is for educational purposes and should not be used as financial advice. Bottom finders are not financial advisors, but a group of smart technologists that know how to model data and perform quantitative analysis. Before we start, if you find this channel helpful, kindly help us by subscribing and clicking the like. We are a young channel and truly appreciate your support. And with that, let's kick it off. All right, so Ondas Holdings is a technology company that builds autonomous drone systems and private wireless networks for government and industrial use. In simple terms, they develop AI powered drones and counter drone systems for defense, security, and surveillance. And this is a very popular thing right now. They also provide secure wireless communication networks for industries like rail, energy, and utilities. Ondas helps organizations protect, monitor, and connect critical operations using advanced drones and secure communication technologies. This is very pivotal for the government. So we're looking at the bottom finders supply and demand charting, which reflects demand, institutions, and retail. The green line is effectively the demand, and that oscillates between 40 and 60. Anything above 60 is a supply zone, anything below 40 is a demand zone. Right now, demand is sitting at 52, so it has room to run. What is interesting is that the supply is currently being held by both. There's the institutions and the retail investors. Under normal instances, we would see those two, the red and the gray lines, inverse of each other, but it appears that there is a strong holding by both of them. And I think this could rationalize why we went through a period of consolidation in the past several months. The silver lining here is that in the demand, we've been making higher lows, just right there, and right there. And we see it creeping up. And this signifies that the demand is building indeed. And while the institutions are definitely holding a supply, this is going to play in their favor if they were to trigger a upward movement. Looking on the volume balance, where it is the net volume between the inflows and outflows, anything below the zero line is accumulation for the institutions, and anything above is for the retail investors. We clearly see here in the last 6 months, it has been heavy accumulation by institutions, and something has to be said for that. You know, they're not just going to accumulate and sit on it and wait for the price to actually go up. They're going to push it up, and they're going to start to wheel and deal and sell all of the stock that they have purchased on discount up here someplace. This is how they do it, and this is what I suspect they're going to do in this particular trade. Let's take a look at Yahoo Finance and see what the institutional holders are. So for one, we do have about 1.4% of the shares being held by insiders, and that's a decent amount when the float is big. And I think their float is somewhere around the 400 or 500 million, and that's actually a pretty decent float because it will allow the price to move exponentially if there's any major events. But in looking at who the holders are, we do have Vanguard in here. We have BlackRock, State Street. Those are the three that I typically call out. But an interesting one is the Citadel. These guys are market makers, and they focus on moving the price itself. Now, moving on, I do want to take a quick look at how much of the float is being shorted. As I mentioned, the float is about 460 million. That's a decent float, so that's not too big. Now, this right here is very big. So it is about to the tune of 34% of the float is being shorted. So now that's really big, actually, and something that we need to keep in mind. When we get to the charts, I think we could probably try to put some context to that. But the two key takeaways here is that the float is 460 million and 34% of that is being shorted. All right, we're going to switch over and take a look at the last screen on Yahoo Finance and quickly glance at the earnings per share and revenue versus earnings and the analyst recommendations. As we can see, they're making improvements, right? So it's definitely moving into the positive territory for the earnings per share. Their revenue versus earnings revenues are increasing, and this is a significant sign. Um, in terms of the analyst, they're giving it almost a 75% a buy and about 25% a strong buy. We don't really have a hold or a sell, and that's very interesting. These analysts, they could be incentivized, so we don't really put too much stock into this particular feedback. But it's interesting because that's the information the general public is being fed, so we want to kind of take that in as a parameter there. Jumping over to FinViz, which gives us some of the technicals. I'm not a technical guy, but I am going to cover some of it so we can keep things in perspective. For the past 6 months, this thing's been running in a channel, and the takeaway from this is that it's at the bottom of the channel, so you can, almost deciding point here where if it goes below the channel, then at that point, we potentially know which way it's heading. But otherwise, this thing has convictions to go up. So especially in autonomous drones, pent up and looking for a possible pop. So something to keep an eye out here. It is sitting at 987. The bottom of the channel is in the lower nines, maybe about 9.25. But you do have the opportunity, if it goes up to the top of the channel, to go up to about 17, and that's a pretty decent jump, almost potentially 100%, maybe 80%, but you get what I mean. So now we're looking at the chart on stock charts for the last 5 years, and it's very interesting. It has a pretty hard dip over here, and then it just sort of starts to pick back up, and look at all this volume. And this is clearly, it was a period of accumulation. In here, they just distributed it for a significant profit, as we see that right there. They just accumulated it, and then they just doled it out over here for 3, 4, 500%. Most of it looks like it was bought at $1. Now, the question is that, can they do it again? As we saw from the chart, the supply and demand charting on bottom finders, they are in possession of the supply, so their pockets are lined up, and there is that potential for them to push this up. Now, if you sort of squint at this and kind of look at it from a distance, you might potentially see a cup and handle here, but maybe that's a stretch. But it is something akin to that. All right, so now we're going to shift over to the news. Now, here's what the news has to say about Ondas. And the reason we analyze the news is because it is the messaging that institutional investors are creating in the ether. According to Yahoo Finance, Ondas has recently been highlighted as one of the best military drone stocks to buy right now, reflecting strong positioning in defense and autonomous systems. Earlier this year, the company made headlines after announcing it had successfully priced a $1 billion stock and warrant offering above market value, a move reported directly by Ondas Holdings. This was a press release they may have done, signaling strong institutional demand. But not all news has been positive. Just days ago, shares fell sharply after a resale filing with Benzinga reporting a 9% drop tied to a 2.3 million share resale, raising concerns about short-term selling pressure. At the same time, momentum appears to be building again. Coverage from TimothySykes.com points to growing defense deals and an expanding backlog, suggesting continued business traction. And investors are still weighing the bigger picture in separate analysis. Yahoo Finance questioned whether Ondas is a good buy now, highlighting both its high growth potential and elevated risk profile. So look, the bottom line here is that Ondas is gaining recognition as a key player in defense drone technology, backed by a strong institutional interest. But recent volatility and share resales are creating near-term uncertainty, leaving investors to balance long-term opportunity against short-term risk. So long-term is great, short-term, very risky. So now let's see what AI has to say about Ondas. And this is important because AI can find data smart money does not want retail investors to know. Ondas Holdings is seeing strong institutional money flow into the stock, signaling a growing confidence from Wall Street investors. Over the past year, institutions have poured in hundreds of millions of dollars, far outweighing outflows. In fact, major firms like Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street have been steadily building positions, while total institution ownership continues to climb. A key catalyst behind this surge is Onda's positioning in defense technology and autonomous drone systems, two of the hottest sectors in the market today. That's a very strong point to make here. The company has also recently secured nearly 1 billion in funding from institutional investors, and notably that capital was raised at a premium to its market price, an indication of strong forward-looking confidence. They're going to have to make it work. I mean, investors are going to want almost 500% on the dollar. So um, they're gonna be right behind it to push that price up. The broader theme here is clear. Smart money is rotating into next generation defense, AI, and autonomous systems, and Ondas is emerging as a key player in that space. However, not all investors are fully committed. Some hedge funds have begun trimming positions after the stock's massive run up, and shares is soaring more than tenfold over the past year. So, while the long term story remains compelling, the stock is now entering a more delicate phase where strong institutional backing meets a rising valuation risk. So, the bottom line here is smart money is still net bullish on Ondas, but investors should watch closely as momentum begins to cool and selective selling emerges. So, now this brings us to what Bottom Finders thinks of Ondas. If you want to play with the big guns, this is the poker table to sit at. You can see positioning by smart money. The stock is cocked and loaded. First, the float is perfectly sized and can grow another 500 million if needed. The high short percentage can create a seismic squeeze that will send the price to the moon. There are many institutional investors, including big names, but let's not forget about Citadel advisors. These guys are the market makers, like the enforcers in a hockey game. They are there to make money hand over fist, either up or down. The stock could be positioned to crash, and the shorts will have a big payday. Market makers can make it happen either way once, and it will be about how much money they can make going up or down. This is what you, as a retail investor, have to decide. The evidence we see is that it's going to go up. It's in a popular market, it seems to have made a name for itself, and it's got revenue. All it will take is for Trump or Hegseth to say their name, and away we go. The springs on the platform Ondas is sitting on are wound up. But it's not fail-proof. Something might cause them to change in the last minute, and that could be part of the plan as well. So if you play this stock, use the channel as your guide. Right now, the stock is in a prime spot to snatch up and set your stops below $9. It's got room to run to 17 if you got nerves of steel and can hold on to it. We think it has an upside based on where the smart money is, but you'll have to be the ultimate judge. Welcome to playing with the big boys. We hope this video gives you insight on where the smart money is. Be sure to leave a comment on where you stand with this stock. Your experience might help others in deciding their next move. Also, be sure to subscribe and give the video a like. We truly appreciate your support. Until the next video, trade smart and be patient for the right deal to come along. Adios.